toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Complete on the comeback. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a 4th down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to pass. With the catch, it's Thompson. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Back to throw, it's Shapen. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now.
Touchdown, Mississippi State! They put the first points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you... He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quick.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's still running after the move.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Here's a heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. The lone back's got it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Finds his man, it's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Got it, looking for the first down. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nevada. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Give to the back. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football,
Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Makes the grab. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Snags it over the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. LSU quick to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rushes on him. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the boot, looking for his man. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Let's see what he can do with it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. On the run deep down the right side. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there, play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Durham. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake. The short hands, it's Hilton. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.